The next ruin that I want to tackle is this big one on the end of the walkway. I'm not quite sure what the purpose will be. We'll try to include a room where we can have the penguins farming for polymer, I think it is. We might do that in this little building. We might just do that in the basement of this building. Not quite sure. I still need to look into like how much room I actually need for that. But first of all, we're just going to try and fit a floor inside to see if we can line it up nicely with the walls, with the oh god, that's an awkward lining job. Yeah, just to see that we can line it up a little bit nicely. I think I'm going to start from this door, trying to line that up nicely. Then trying to line up this door. That would be really nice. And then if we can access the window in some way, that would be great as well. Maybe we can make another balcony out of that. That would be kind of nice. Yeah, if you're wondering how I do these things for ruins and stuff, I will be making a video dedicated to how to rebuild ruins, because at this point I've done quite a couple of them, so I think I know a thing or two. But just as we did last time when I was building the dino pen castle on top of the mountain, I'll try to show you as much of the progress and updates in between, so you can kind of follow along with what I'm doing here. Okay, so I've done a little bit of work, basically lining up all the foundations with the right places. So with the front door, with that door at the back, with these little walkways, so that I have a nice little balcony to enjoy the view from. I even added in this wall. If you want to see a more detailed process of me doing this, I will be making a video on how to rebuild ruins, where I show a little bit of the behind the scenes of my thinking when I do these kind of builds. We got this wall going up there. Not sure if I'll keep these pillars in. I think it's a little bit too much, and I don't really like the look of that much. I do like that I have all these windows. I'm probably gonna add in a wall around here if I can line that up, although it doesn't really line up that well with the window, so we'll see, because we might already have a wall here in the middle, or not at all. Maybe we'll just use this as a big room. Not quite sure what we're going to use this building for still, so I don't know. We got the big windows here in the front. We got this little weird part here though, so there's a door to the balcony here, which is big enough so that you can land the bird here basically and enter the build from here as well. And then we got another little balcony on this side again to enjoy the view of the rest of the island from this side. So yeah, I think it turned out pretty well. Kind of happy with the way everything manages to line up. That's always the tricky part, the hardest part. And then, well, now the building really starts. Now you can design any build you like, which is what I will be doing next. But yeah, quite happy again that it has worked, that I managed to kind of line everything up. That's always the real struggle with any of these rebuild projects. And now I'm probably going to do some research on how to actually build like the polymer farm with the penguins, so that I know what kind of space I need for that. Try to build that in somewhere. Maybe it can fit down here, I don't know. Maybe we'll have to fit it somewhere else up here. I want to know that I have the right space for that before I start building, because I at least want to include that into this, because that's something that we really need. Because right now we basically got a bunch of penguins right here in front of the dino pen, which are, yeah, you know, kind of annoying. And I think our Pelagornix actually starved to death as well. So yeah, probably gonna have to make sure that we have a nice little room where those penguins can be, and figure out how that farm works and get a new Pelagornix. But that might be something that my tribe does, because I will be doing the building. So yeah, that's, I think, the next step for this build. But I'm excited, because that will mean that we actually have a purpose for at least part of this building, which is nice, because most of this building is just going to be for show. So it's nice to know that at least part of it will be functional. So many trees here again. This tree might have to go. We'll see, but I think it's going to interfere too much with this house, because it's already yeah, it's gonna have to go, I think. That's a shame, but I think it's gonna be a necessary sacrifice because, yeah, it kind of looks weird and we still have to build something on top as well. So, yeah, unfortunately, you will have to go. Okay, I might have gotten a little carried away during the building of this, and I want to try something a little bit different. I've got some of the balconies now in place. I've got, again, a tower here on the corner. Decided to go for a wooden design instead of the combination with stone that I have over there. Gonna have a second one that will be stone here, just to, again, include some variation. And then for the building, for the roof, I decided to go for more of like a mansion or like a keep looking design with this more stone building. And then I'm gonna still paint the roofs, of course, so it's a little bit light right now. Kind of like the way it turned out. It's a little bit of an oddly shaped building, so in some positions, like right there, there's a little awkward corner because of the tower and because of the way the ceilings lined up with the interior of the existing ruin. But I can live with that. That's fine. That's fine. Overall, I'm quite happy with it. I still need to, of course, finish off this roof design because right now I don't know what I'm gonna do with this. Maybe I'll just do some greenhouse ceiling so that we get in some extra light. But yeah, the design is quite nice. I think it will change quite a bit once I start painting it. It will probably look a little bit different. I'm still gonna add in some extra details. I need to start adding in windows because right now everything is just empty. But let's also take a look on the inside because, well, there's no interior yet, but there is this weird little box which kind of, oh god, there's apparently now a raptor here as well, and I don't have my weapons on. I have my building stuff on. But anyway, this little box is actually where we're gonna be doing, oh my god, look at the raptor. We're gonna be doing the penguin stuff for like polymer and stuff. So I've got a little farm here. I'll link the tutorial that I used for this, or well, tutorial, the preview, I guess, of the way this works. You have the oviraptor here. Penguins go in this little corner. They're not here yet. And then you can just hatch the eggs and kill them right here. The reason there's no foundations or ceilings is that sometimes babies or eggs tend to glitch through that. So that's why there's nothing there, so that doesn't happen. It does invade a little bit on the space of this building, but to be honest, otherwise it was probably not going to be used for much. And this is the second floor. We got a generator and the cryopods here. Got access to our balcony over here to enjoy the view. Got a little landing platform out here, so you can easily land your RG or whatever and access the building if you need to. And then we got another stair up to the main part of the building where we have the two towers on the corners as well. Yeah, and for the rest, I generally don't know what we're going to use the building for because we definitely don't need that much more in this base. We have a lot already. But, you know, gotta renovate all the ruins, and I think this is gonna be a quite interesting one. I really tried to challenge myself going for a different roof and a different design altogether than what I normally do, because, I mean, it would be pretty boring if I would just build the same design everywhere, every time. So, yeah, I think this has definitely got some potential. I just need to finish off a little bit of the details, but, yeah, I think it will be nice. Alrighty, there we go. It is pretty much done exterior wise. I decided to make the second tower a little bit higher and completely out of stone, as you can see. Also did the roof the other way just to have a little bit more variation in the building as well. I do really like the way this turned out. It's a little bit different. As I said, it's a little bit more of like a mansion looking, especially the roof. I decided to go with glass in the middle. I debated leaving it just open so you could fly in, but I mean, for now at least, we're probably not going to really use the house that much. But yeah, I do think that if you look at the whole place now with the castle on top, the main build all the way to the left, the forge in the middle, it's really starting to come together and really starting to look like a very cool place indeed. So let me just land over here and let's do a little walkthrough of what we have so far. So right over here, all the trees have come back, so it's quite green. We have a little ruin here as well that I basically managed to fit in some foundations and then connected it up to the roof. I'm not quite sure what I'll do with this, but I just decided to, you know, at least fill it in. And then here we come to this side of the building. You immediately see the cool tower hanging over there. You see this ruin structure, and you can just enter straight away. We got this little room on the inside where you could fit a lot. You will also hear some noise because, as I said, the penguin farm is over here. I'll show you that in a little bit. Yeah, we got a little balcony to enjoy the view. Very nice, very nice. There's a feeding trough hidden behind the stairs to feed everything that's in here. And then again, this connects to the rest of the ruins, will lead to where the forge is and where the main building is. And again, this is the view from this side. I really love the view with the towers and stuff. Really looks nice. And then in here, of course, the main purpose for this build is this little penguin farm. So we got penguins breeding in here. Oviraptor picking it up, and then whenever you want, you can just grab some eggs. You can place them here. They should be quite quickly with all the air conditioning around here, and then you can just feed them with this little guy. That is a very pretty bird. Very pretty indeed. And yeah, it works pretty well. That's a good thing for us to get some polymer. And let me just close the door and give them some privacy again. So yeah, that's all working very nicely, and at least has some... Oh, I forgot one square to paint it. Yeah, at least gives a little bit of function to this building as well, which is always nice. Then we can go up. We have got some nice windows here that are still intact. They're also quite dangerous because you can just walk through them. Then we got them here, but then I've turned it into a balcony again to enjoy the view again a little bit more. We've got some nice windows over here, and we've got a bigger balcony that can actually serve as a landing platform. If you want to go here, you can land your bird here, because downstairs on these walkways isn't the best. And some protection just if there are any RGs flying around. You know, sometimes they mess with us. So yeah, that is this level. And then we got, of course, another floor, which is the top floor, where we have the nice sunlight coming in from the roof, which is always nice. We got a little balcony here just to enjoy the view of the rest of the ruins. And then, oh, I forgot some painting here as well. I painted at night, so that's why it's a little dark and a little hard to see sometimes. We got a small, very small balcony here again, just to enjoy the view. And then we got the wooden tower here, the stone tower on this side, and we've got the other balcony on this side again, and this is a little bit bigger, so you can also use it as a flyer landing platform. So yeah, again, pretty happy with the way this turned out. It is one of the bigger ruins that is here, and I wanted to try something a little bit different while still tying it into the rest of the builds. That's why I added the towers, to still have a similar look to the rest of it. It's a little bit of a gap between them, but there's nothing that we can do about that. We got this little building here still to do. What I might actually do is make a little pen over here, and then maybe put some offices in there or something. That could be kind of nice. And then up here we've got our other ruin that I still need to do. It was the temporary base. Now it's not, so still need to turn that into something, I guess. And then, of course, we have the castle dino pen that we built last time, but now it's completely painted in parchment color. So you can see all the walls are now the same color as everywhere else, which looks really, really cool. Makes it look really, really unique as well. Someone suggested actually using peach, because it might match the ruins even better. I haven't tried it yet. I will definitely try it. I probably won't use it here, just because then I would have to paint everything again, and I can't be bothered with doing that. But I'll probably build more in ruins in the future anyway, so then I'll give it a go, and we can see if it matches up nicely then. But yeah, this place is really starting to come together, which is amazing. It's really, yeah, quite a big base, but also it's starting to look really, really cool. If you look at it from here, you have like the main base, you've got this new base, you've got the castle on top. It's just looking really, really cool.